Hello and welcome back to the channel. Dear friends, many people still believe that the more green vegetables you eat, the better, but the truth is not quite like that. Some vegetables we eat every day are praised for being nutritious. Yet if eaten the wrong way, they can bring illness into the body, even be linked to cancer. I still remember a neighbor who grew plenty of sweet potato leaves every year and ate them daily, thinking the more he ate, the healthier he would be. But after many years, he had to be hospitalized for kidney stones. When he shared his story, everyone was shocked. The very vegetable that seemed so harmless had silently become the cause of his illness, just because it was consumed the wrong way. The interesting thing is, those very same vegetables, when used at the right time and in the right way, can become a valuable source of nutrition that helps the body stay strong. So, in the end, where is the benefit? Where is the harm? And have we been eating them correctly? In today's program, I will carefully analyze 5 common vegetables found in the market. Eaten the wrong way, they harm. Eaten the right way, they heal. At the end of the video, I will also share some practical tips to make sure every meal is not only delicious but also safe for the whole family. Please watch until the end. Leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we can spread useful health knowledge together. I wish you peace and abundant health. Now, let's get into the most important part. Exploring 5 very common vegetables in the market, some that, if eaten the wrong way, can be harmful, but when eaten correctly, can make the body healthier. First, let's begin with the sweet potato leaves. Sweet potato leaves are a rustic, familiar dish across generations. Many people think the more they eat, the better, since they are cooling, nutritious, and inexpensive. But in reality, this seemingly harmless vegetable can become a burden on your health if used the wrong way. Sweet potato leaves contain a rich amount of fiber along with plenty of beneficial vitamins and minerals. However, if you eat them on an empty stomach, the risk of hypoglycemia is very high. Sweet potato leaves stimulate the body to produce more insulin, causing blood sugar levels to drop quickly, leading to dizziness, trembling hands, and weakness. For people with diabetes, eating sweet potato leaves without any food in the stomach can be even more dangerous. Not only that, sweet potato leaves are also high in calcium and oxalates. Eating too much of them, especially every single day, can cause excess calcium to combine with oxalates in the kidneys, forming crystals that become stones. At first, they're just tiny deposits, but over time they grow larger, causing back pain, painful urination, and even urinary tract blockages. Many studies show that people who consume too many oxalate-rich foods without drinking enough water have a much higher risk of kidney stones compared to those who eat a more balanced variety. Some people prefer eating sweet potato leaves raw to keep their naturally bitter taste. But this way actually harms digestion. Raw leaves contain a lot of insoluble fiber and sap, which can easily cause constipation, bloating, and indigestion, especially for those with weak stomachs or the elderly. To make sweet potato leaves truly nutritious, you should boil them thoroughly and discard the first batch of cooking water to reduce bitterness and part of the oxalates. The second batch of water is sweeter and much safer. When eating, it's best to pair sweet potato leaves with protein-rich foods such as fish, meat, or eggs. This balances nutrition and also helps prevent the risk of low blood sugar. Most importantly, sweet potato leaves should only be eaten in moderation. About 2 to 3 times per week is enough. And overconsumption should be avoided. So, as you can see, sweet potato leaves are not bad in themselves. But eating them the wrong way can be harmful. Eaten correctly and in moderation, they are a tasty, healthy, and safe addition to family meals. 2. Mugwort, Gai Ku. Dear friends, when it comes to mugwort, many people immediately think of it as a precious medicinal herb, often used in soups, teas, or warm compresses to relieve aches and pains. Indeed, mugwort has many health benefits. But if overused, it can become a real danger to the body. Mugwort contains a compound called thujone, which has a stimulating effect on the nervous system. In the right dose, it helps promote blood circulation, ease headaches, and regulate menstruation. But if consumed in excess, especially in large, continuous amounts, thujone can overstimulate the system, leading to trembling hands, convulsions, and even damage to brain cells. Medical studies have recorded that mugwort poisoning can cause nervous disorders, insomnia, dizziness, and serious liver problems. In particular, pregnant women in their first trimester must avoid it completely, as mugwort can cause uterine contractions and increase the risk of miscarriage. People with hepatitis, acute digestive disorders, or weak intestines should also stay away, since mugwort's heat and active compounds put heavy strain on the liver and stomach. That said, you shouldn't cut mugwort out of your diet altogether. When used properly, it remains a natural remedy. According to nutrition experts, the safe amount is about 3 to 5 grams of dried mugwort, or 9 to 15 grams of fresh mugwort per serving, and it should be consumed only 1 to 2 times a week. Drinking mugwort decoction regularly, or worse, replacing daily drinking water with it, should absolutely be avoided. In short, mugwort is both a medicine and a vegetable. In small, proper amounts, it is beneficial, but overuse turns it toxic. Please consider carefully before using it, so you can enjoy its benefits while still protecting your long-term health and that of your family. 3. Malabar spinach, rau mong toi. Dear friends, when it comes to Malabar spinach, many of us immediately think of a refreshing summer soup, cooling and easy to cook. But few realize that if eaten the wrong way or consumed in excess, Malabar spinach can silently harm our health. First of all, Malabar spinach contains a high level of purines. Once inside the body, purines metabolize into uric acid. If uric acid levels rise too high, over time it can accumulate in the kidneys and joints, leading to kidney stones and gout. In addition, Malabar spinach is also rich in oxalic acid, a compound that binds with calcium to form calcium oxalate, which increases the risk of kidney stone formation. This is why many people mistakenly think Malabar spinach is completely harmless, while in reality, it may be silently nurturing stones inside the body. Not only that, oxalic acid in the vegetable has another downside. It sticks to the surface of the teeth, leaving a slimy, unpleasant feeling after eating. If this happens repeatedly without proper oral hygiene, tooth enamel may be damaged, paving the way for plaque and bacteria. That's why after eating Malabar spinach soup, it's important to brush your teeth or rinse your mouth to keep your teeth strong. Malabar spinach is also famous for being high in fiber. Just one bowl of cooked spinach contains around 6 grams of fiber, a significant amount. For healthy individuals, this helps digestion and prevents constipation. But if consumed in excess in one sitting, especially for people with weak digestion, a tendency toward cold stomach, or diarrhea, it can lead to bloating, abdominal pain, and poor digestion. In addition, the high oxalic acid content also reduces the absorption of iron and calcium, 2 essential minerals for blood and bone health. Fortunately, there's a simple solution. Cook Malabar spinach with vitamin C-rich foods such as tomatoes, or drink a glass of orange juice with your meal. Vitamin C boosts the absorption of both iron and calcium, turning the dish into a well-balanced source of nutrition instead of just plain spinach. So, Malabar spinach is not bad, it only becomes harmful if eaten the wrong way or in excess. When consumed moderately and paired with a variety of other foods, Malabar spinach remains a refreshing, nutritious, and safe vegetable for long-term health. 4. Fish mint, rau deep ka. Dear friends, fish mint is often considered a folk remedy, thanks to its cooling properties, detoxifying effects, and heat-clearing benefits. Many people enjoy eating it raw with herbs during meals, or pounding it into juice to relieve internal heat. However, few know that if used incorrectly, this vegetable can also pose hidden risks to health. Fish mint has a strong cooling nature and contains the active compound decanoyl acetaldehyde, which has antibacterial and diuretic effects. In moderate amounts, it helps cleanse the body, offering clear benefits. But if overused, the excessive diuretic effect may cause dehydration, electrolyte imbalance, dizziness, and fatigue. People with weak kidneys, frequent urination, or low blood pressure are especially vulnerable. Furthermore, eating too much fish mint can cause cold stomach and diarrhea, particularly for those with weak digestion, young children, or the elderly. In fact, some cases have reported that drinking fish mint juice daily for many days led to digestive disorders, gradually weakening the body instead of strengthening it. Another issue is nutritional deficiency if one relies too heavily on fish mint alone. Since it doesn't provide enough protein, fat, or many essential minerals, long-term overconsumption can result in weight loss, paleness, and reduced immunity. Therefore, to truly benefit from fish mint, you should limit intake to about 20 to 50 grams per day, and avoid consuming it every single day. It's best to occasionally add fish mint as a side herb, in combination with various vegetables and foods to maintain balanced nutrition. Used correctly, fish mint is still a precious natural remedy, but if abused, it becomes a double-edged sword, silently harming your health without you realizing it. 5. Bamboo shoots. Mang. Bamboo shoots are a rustic and familiar dish in Vietnamese meals. From the traditional bamboo shoot soup during Tet to stir-fried or braised bamboo shoots in daily life, their crunchy, nutty, and fragrant taste makes them a favorite for many. However, behind that delicious flavor hides a health risk if eaten the wrong way. Fresh bamboo shoots contain a significant amount of natural toxins that, once inside the body, produce cyanide gas. This gas is extremely poisonous and can cause acute poisoning. If eaten without proper processing, it can lead to nausea, headaches, shortness of breath, and in severe cases, cardiovascular collapse. This is especially dangerous for children, the elderly, pregnant women, and anyone with underlying liver, kidney, or stomach conditions. Not only that, people with gout, stomach ulcers, or those who are recovering from illness should avoid bamboo shoots. That's because bamboo shoots are also high in purines, which convert into uric acid in the body. This worsens gout, causes painful joints, and can further irritate the stomach, leading to more severe ulcers. Certain dried or pickled bamboo shoots, if stored for too long, may develop mold that produces toxins. Eating them can be even more dangerous. There have been many cases of hospitalization simply because people assumed that dried bamboo shoots were safe, when in fact mold toxins still remained. So how can we enjoy bamboo shoots safely? The simplest method is to choose fresh shoots that still look new and haven't turned yellow. Before cooking, boil them thoroughly and change the water several times to remove most of the toxins. Avoid eating too much in one sitting, and absolutely never consume bamboo shoots that are moldy or have been kept for too long. Bamboo shoots are not inherently bad, they're only truly safe when processed correctly and eaten in moderation. Prepared the right way, they're a delicious reminder of traditional flavors. Prepared the wrong way, they can become a hidden danger to your family's health. So you see, dear friends, the vegetables we eat every day, those that seem only beneficial, can actually pose hidden health risks if consumed incorrectly. The most important thing is to eat a variety of foods, in proper amounts, prepared carefully, while also paying attention to how your body responds. I still remember a neighbor back in the village who ate boiled sweet potato leaves every single day, thinking the more he ate, the better his digestion would be. But after many years, he was diagnosed with kidney stones and had to undergo surgery. He was shocked to discover that the very vegetable he trusted had become the main cause, simply because he ate too much without balancing it with other foods. That story is a reminder for all of us, even the most rustic. Familiar dishes must be eaten properly if we want them to truly benefit our health. If you found today's program useful, please subscribe to the channel and share it with others, so that every family meal is not only delicious but also safe. Wishing you good health and peace always. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.